Hello guys, it's me, Clock, and we're playing The Kid at the Back, a game, a visual novel. Oh wait, it was many and many a year ago, in a kingdom by the sea, that a maiden there lived, whom you may know, by the name of Annabelle Lee. Day 1, the beloved. Yo. Edgar Allan Poe. Okay. Smiley face. No. Okay, come on. Why is my professor a teenage angsty kid? Okay? No professor, no self-respecting professor would quote Edgar Allan Poe and then hit me with the professor written. And class dismissed. By our next meeting, I need a full report of the chosen poem everyone searched. Got it? The classroom was then filled with a series of low yes ma'ams and a few hums. Oh yeah, this game, I assume it's about a kid being friends with the quiet kid, you know? Making sure to stay home that one day he tells you to stay home, okay? Satisfied, your literature teacher packs up her things and went out of the classroom. Once she was out, the students went on a series of chitter-chatter. Others stood up, dragging their chairs. They prepared to head out for lunch. Break. Whatever, man. I just said lunch. A slight yawn escaped your lips. Your eyes gazed outside through the classroom's windows. The sky is starting to dim, the sun's rays blocked by the dark clouds looming. You cursed under your breath. Fuck! It's going to rain. Just my luck. I didn't bother to bring an umbrella too. That's the best, dude. High school? Walking home in the rain? Dude, it's the best. It's the best. You sighed in irritation as you stood up from your seat. Yo, ironic, you hitting me with 6? 5 hydrates. Alright, well, time to suck some. I choked immediately. Wow, no umbrella so quirky. Quirky turkey. Oh, you may hear my cat sigh. I'm so sorry if you hear that. My cat's sad right now. It's a sad situation. You sighed in irritation as you stood up from your seat. I gotta look after. What? Just my water bottle. It's one of those suck ones, you know, with a straw. You sighed in irritation as you stood up from your seat. Suddenly, a tap on your shoulder interrupted your line of thought. Your turned head towards the person asking for your attention. Your eyes met with cobalt blue ones. They stared straight into your own orbs, a brow raised as if in slight irritation. She was clearly impatient. Impatient for what? Okay, 1 second. Okay, well, a couple seconds. A hot girl whose boobs are busting out of her fucking shirt. The buttons are literally Spider-Man, like holding the line, bro. Spider-Man holding the train back right here, okay? And I see 3 hydrates, because people are thirsty as fucking chat. I see a woman poggies. Yeah, I guess she's pretty hot, eh? Did you hear me? Do you want to spend with... Oh, wait, sorry. Do you want to come with us for lunch? I mean, I know you don't really eat lunch and spend most of your time somewhere else, but you sure you're not going to eat? I mean, look at you. Your eye twitched from her words. You have no idea if that was out of concern for your well-being or if she's trying to bring you down. Either way, it stung you. Bro, how short is this skirt? Dude. Her hair? Okay, I like her hair too. That's a lot of highlights. You know, some good color in there. But bro, her skirt? Yo, this girl walks up the stairs on purpose, okay? Alright. Now that that's out of the way. You wrapped your arms around yourself, your insecurity rising up to your throat, trying to suffocate you. Brittany! Just then a new and familiar voice broke in your inner turmoil. Oh. That's right. What's right? Is this a... That's really insensitive of you. Imagine if someone else told you about how you look. Rude. Crow Ichabod. Ichabod Crane? The class representative and one of your close friends. Heck, probably only one of your friends that you really admire. And maybe you have a tiny crush on. Just a little? Okay, alright. Brittany only huffed and looked away from Crow's spiteful gaze as he turns his attention to you. Oh, that's a he. Okay. Sorry, I just had to make sure. What's with the name Crow in visual novels? It's happened twice now. I'm just gonna let you know. Women think that name is amazing, okay? It's a panty pleaser, okay? It's just the way it is. I would say panty dropper, but that's not PG. And I didn't say it there. Crow gives you a small smile while handing out something to you. You look down to see it. It was your ID. Thanks for stealing my ID, bro. Crow. You dropped this, by the way. I just love the names being written like that. You grabbed your ID and looked down to see. Your name is... Oh, I actually get to... You know what? Fuck chat. Fuck you, chat. It's mine. They're all mine. Your last name is Works. The ID shows my name, ClockWorks, along with my pronouns. Sorry, chat. It's all me this time. You guys don't get a boyfriend. You guys don't get to survive the school blank. You looked at the ID one more time and double-checked if it's correct. Name, ClockWorks. Pronouns, he, him. Hey, Logan. That doesn't seem right. Maybe my eyes are itching? No. Chat loses. We want the hot man boyfriend? No. They're all mine. You took your ID back from Crow and gave him a small thank you. He gave you a closed smile, muttering a no problem as he went back to Brittany's side where the rest of his friends are. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. Wait a second. Why is Crow's hips as big of, like, I'm just saying, like, these are some big hips, okay? Crow's got some big hips. That's all I'm saying, you know? I'd like to see him bent over. So, are you coming with us or not? Brittany said, clearly getting impatient by the second, her hand on her hip while waiting for your response. You then decided to... Oh, it's already a choice? What the fuck? Okay. He's always watching. The quiet kid in the back. No, actually, I'm gonna go to the rooftop because I'm really edgy. A tick of irritation formed on your forehead before huffing out the anger. Actually, I was feeling somewhere else today, so no thanks. You and your group can go ahead. Brittany raised an eyebrow before shrugging her shoulders. Suit yourself, then. She snapped her fingers before turning around and heading out with the rest of her friends. In all honesty, you have no idea where to go despite the school being very notorious and had so many facilities. You were thankful you got accepted here in the first place through your scholarship. Oh, I'm smart. Poggers.
I am just going to say this. You need the hot man BF stat.
What do you mean, chat? Tired Penguins, thanks for the cheer, but what do you mean? What if I wanted to go after Brittany? Do I need to go after the hot guy? Do I always need to? But making friends in this forsaken school is on a whole new level. Pog. You sighed and looked out through the classroom's windows at the darkening sky. You already know, chat. I'm just gonna say it. You already know I'm going after the hot guys. Come on. There's only 2 romanceable options in this game, I read. They're both dudes. They're both gonna be hot. But I think you're gonna change your mind once you see the other guy, okay? Alright. Maybe the smell and sound of the incoming rain might help ease the burning feeling within you. Oh my god. I'm edgy as fuck. With a goal in mind, you went to the rooftop. The rooftop is off limits, but they don't often bother to even lock it up, much less barricade it. Once you got in, you took a seat on the pavement under a small shade as droplets of rain slowly descend down from the sky. Just then, you heard footsteps to your right. A few mutters of words were heard. Curiosity nagged you. You went to the corner where the sound came from, and there stood what seemed to be a student with bluish-green hair. They were at a call, their steps in a cycle going back and forth as he talks to whoever's he's talking to behind his flip phone. His other hand grips his hair, clearly irritated to whoever he is talking to. He flipped his flip phone, closed and lets out a sigh. Suddenly, his body froze. The drastic change in his demeanor sent chills down your spine. Hatsune Miku? No, this is Hatsune Mark. I can see you, you know. Show yourself. Wait a second. I'm gonna come out. I've always been out of the closet. You slowly inched forward, showing yourself to the strange student. The more you look at his face, the more he seemed familiar, and judging from his facial expression, he was thinking the same thing. How much did you hear? I only heard you curse and nothing else. You answered with honesty. He raised a brow, trying to look at your face, see if you're telling the truth. He sighed and shook his head. Mark. Yes, because this is a dude, okay? That, I won't lie, is brothers with Hatsune Miku. I'm for sure on this. Don't ask where I know. I made it up. Either way, it's rude to eavesdrop on someone's conversation. I told you, I just got here. You burrow your eyebrows, he just chuckled, acting as if it's just a silly teasing. You seem familiar. Let me remember. Closed his eyes, his hand on his chin, doing a thinking motion like those cartoon detectives in TV shows. Is this like what video game characters do when after they have like a little quote in the top left corner that just says, Mark will remember that. This is him remembering that moment. Clock works? From art class, correct? Why would I lie to him? He's just, why? What am I, a chronic liar? No, nod your head, dude. The student smiled in glee. That's great. That means you'd be willing to help me with something. Wait, what? Wait a second, what? No, that doesn't mean anything. I'm Hugo, by the way. That's an interesting way to spell Hugo. Hugo? You see, I won't be able to make it to the next class, and I kind of promised my partner for the class that I'd be there. Hugo chuckled, a sweat drop forming on his cheek. You gave him a look. A seductive... Oh, no, seriously? But I'll make it up to you, I promise. I'm quite close to the student council, and happen to know a few connections. I might be able to refer you if you'd like. What's up? We're playing a femboy... No, we're playing a dating sim... we're playing a visual novel. He says with a wink and a nudge, wanting you to take the offer. That does seem like a good offer. Can help lessen your expenses, and have a higher discount on your scholarship. Judging from his looks, it doesn't seem like you have a choice. With a sigh, you accepted his offer. Thanks. Hugo gave you a pat on the back, as if you guys have been long old friends, before escorting you out of the rooftop with him in tow. School bell rings, indicating the start of the next class. Nice. Friend acquired. More friends. More friends to escape the school you just barely made it to your next class. Your professor already on his desk and was slowly bringing out their tools for the lesson of the day. Guys, I need as many body shields as possible, okay? You looked across the room. Paintbrushes by the shelves. The week's featured artwork with a few blank canvases hidden in a shelf. You saw as you tried to look around whoever this soul person, the guy from the rooftop, was talking about, until it hit you. Smack. I don't even know what the soul guy even looks like. You groaned and took your seat by the window. Ugh. Maybe you'll find out once your professor starts his class. I'll be assigning each one with a partner to work with for the upcoming weeks. You and your partner will be doing 3 different artworks that needs to be submitted by the deadline. Hope you all got a partner already by this time. Now, I want you all to go to your designated partners before I start explaining your tasks. Shit. You mumbled under your breath. I'm sorry. Shit. This is what you get for not attending the class at the time. You don't have a partner. Luckily, you're not the only one. You looked around trying to spot someone who doesn't have a partner yet, since the guy from the rooftop clearly said they were supposed to be partners. Just your lucky day, you guessed. You were forced out of your seat since your seatmate's partner will be occupying it for the class. Unlike the rest of the class scurrying around to meet their partner, there was one who wasn't moving from his seat. He went to where he was situated at, seeming to be reading a book. Wait, but if that guy had showed up to class that day, wouldn't that mean I'd be by myself and a loser? And I'd be depressed? And I'd be the one that's gonna shoot the... Wait a second, am I the kid in the back? You let out a small cough to catch his attention. He closed his book and looked up at you. Dude, did someone beat you up? Sorry, seems like you're a bit lost there. Do you have a partner? I love the painted nails, bro. Broski? No. Well, just your luck then. Me neither. Why you got the collar on? Oh, you know why. We're taking the dog out for a walk. We going rod. So, do you want to be partners? Sure, why not? Took the vacant seat right beside him. His book now tucked away, and on his desk is now a pen and piece of paper, seemingly ready to take notes. Hey, I never got to know your name. It's not quite important. Well, I should at least know what to call you instead of green streaked hair guy. Come on, guys. We already know his nickname's Mosshead. He raised a brow at your silly nickname you gave him before slightly shaking his head. I really hope my character has like a really twirly, you know, maybe a spiral eyebrow.
Hell yeah.
Sullivan Brugmancia. But just call me Soul. Soul. Save. So I'm not a dick. Not a PP. Mr. Moss. Mr. Clock? Mr. What do you mean? What's up? Your name contradicts with your whole glam, not gonna lie. Your glam, what is he, from Final Fantasy? Means brightness. Soul nodded. I guess you can say that. I like it. It's a unique name. Thanks. Well, I'm ClockWorks. Nice to meet you. Nice to finally know your name, Soul. Soul nodded with a small smile before turning his attention back to the professor. That's a cute smile. That's a warm smile. Marimo. I'll go to hell and back for you, Marimo. For this term, I want you and your partner to pass 3 art pieces. First one would be a portrait of your partner, strictly on paper with charcoal as a medium. You groaned. Ugh. Boomer art teachers. Your professor then proceeds to give the other 2 tasks before leaving you and the rest of the class to do your task for the day. Everyone started talking with their partners, some taking out their needed materials as the other one poses. He turned to Soul as he takes out his own charcoal pencil and a sketch pad for the class. I gotta tell you right now, Soul, I'm bricked up right. I'm not that good at art, bro. I'm fucking terrible. I'm still quite a beginner.
Kern's making fun of me.
You got nothing to worry about. My usual partner isn't much of an artist either. Ban Kern. Ban him. Kick him. Hell yeah. You got nothing to worry about. My usual partner isn't much of an artist either. Your usual partner? Oh yeah. I already had an assigned partner for this class. Okay, by the way, Coral Island, I'm not gonna lie, Coral Island looks fucking amazing. I've been watching Ginger play it, and I want to play Coral Island now. No, it's not happening. But he last minute ditched me for some important family business. Like a dick. I'm not telling him to not come to school that day. What day, Soul? What day? What day is that day again? He never tells me, though. And I'm not the type to pry, either. Does your friend go by the name Hugo, perhaps? Yeah, how did you know? I met him during lunch. He was at the rooftop. Typical of him. Sorry you got dragged into his mess of taking his place. You shook your head, telling him you don't mind one bit. He then keeps talking as if he's scolding the green-haired lad back in the rooftop like a little brother. It was actually cute. He slowly took out your sketch pad and started drawing Soul's different expressions as he talks. Would you believe me if I tell you that guy is one of the top students in the entire class, yet is always missing in action? Really now, doesn't seem to be that type of guy. Which part? Being a top student or always missing in action? Soul's brow raised and you shrugged as you kept on sketching his face. Soul, however, caught up to what you were doing and stood up from his seat and tried to pry your sketch pad out of your hands. Were you drawing me this entire time? Poorly. No. A liar. Thought I was supposed to be the one drawing you, not the other way around. Sat back on his seat and crossed his arms. His eyes narrowed while he bit his lower lip. Yeah. Oh, come on. It's not a big deal. It's not that big of a deal, Soul. Plus, you look really cute, dude. Soul's cheeks turned red and eyes popped wide open from your comment and looked away. The grip on his arm tightened as he wrinkled his long sleeves. You said something? Nothing. Tilted your head to the side. You sure mumble a lot. It's habit. I'm not used to talking a lot. Keep talking about your friend Hugo. You seem to be so fond of him regardless. Soul just sighed and rubbed his nape, his expression relaxing a bit. Nape? Who the fuck says nape instead of neck?
Specific part.
I'm gonna run my fingers down his nape.
Specific part.
I owe him a lot, that's all. Enough about Hugo, though. Let's continue on with our task. Alright, alright. I'm drawing, and that's final. You pouted. Sad. Alright, Grumpy. As you drew, you couldn't help but stare at his face and the bandage on his cheek, and judging from how much it's covering half of his face, it's quite a large bruise. I would say that's more of like a tenth of his face, but okay. You fell down the stairs or something? What makes you say that? He asked. You pointed at his wound on his cheek with your pencil. Well, you could say that. Nothing for you to worry about, though. You weren't sure if you wanted to pry more into the conversation, much less want to know what exactly happened, because from the way he talks, it doesn't seem like he fell. He was just cleaning his gun collection, that's all. But that's a story for another day. Hope it gets better soon. Dude, why am I being horny bonk for just saying I'm gonna run my fingers down his neck? Dude's wearing a collar, okay? I think he's fine with that. Thanks. No, he's mine, chat. He's all mine. The femboy is mine. Soul managed to sketch up your portrait, but was caught up with the bell eventually, not being able to finish on time. Tried to pry off your sketchpad from your hands again, however, trying to get rid of the doodles you made of him during his little rant about his friend. But you chuckled your sketchpad in your bag before he could get his hands on it. Soul eventually gave up and started packing as well. You and him went to the exit door of the classroom and continued on in the hallway. Do you have a phone? We should exchange numbers and update each other so we can do the next two tasks. Soul then takes out his own phone and asks for your number. Okay, I got the Riz. Boys and girls, I got the Riz and thems. He recited out as he inputted it on his phone. Let me try to send you a message. Oh, it's over. I've got him in the bag, boys. He's all mine. You nodded and looked at your phone screen and see a new notification from an unknown number. This must be Soul's. What did he say? What did he say? Why is his profile? The profile pic, bro. Sorry, we lost him, boys and girls. What's up? You type so differently from how you look. I can't. Oh my god, dude. I can't. You're gonna hit me with that face after shooting me with the Edgar Allan Poe profile pic? What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. He chuckled. He rolled his eyes. You're a good guy, Soul. How about we hang out again tomorrow? By your request. Soul's eyes widen in disbelief. He lets out a breath that he was somehow holding before sighing. Of course. I'll see you tomorrow then. I'll get the leash next time. You nodded and walked off, giving him a wave goodbye, him returning with his own small wave. As you walked through the hallway, your eyes caught on something on the nearby bulletin board. A poster was plastered on the large board. The Hallows Ball. Come enjoy the festive spirit of Hallows Eve. A Halloween party, huh? Nice. Who punched this man's cheek till it bruised? Me. During hard walking. Dog walking. By the time you arrived at your small apartment, it was already past 5 p.m. You stretched out your arms and let out a small groan. Ugh. You locked your doors and decided to just order takeout for dinner. Nice. Yeah, what's up, Bunny Bun? You went to your living room and plopped down on the couch and took out your phone, scrolling through until a ping notified you of a new message. I'm so glad chat's not calling me like a femboy here, because I'm the Giga Chad. I'm the Giga Chad. He's wearing the collar, chat. I'm the Giga Chad. I'm Daddy, I'm the owner. I'm master. Anyone want to go to the Halloween party this Friday? It's gonna be awesome! Aren't we all a bit too old for costume parties? Geo, is it required? You two are no fun at all. I won't go if it's not a school requirement. Much less a waste of my time. ... Is it? No, it isn't. But it will be a great and fun experience for all of us. I mean, we should loosen up a bit, you know? Jess? Jess? Why does he have a hot guy profile pic? Excuse me? Or is that a girl? I agree with Crow. Count me in. Pass. I've got more important things to do than that party. Now, will you excuse me? I'll be doing my leftover tasks for tonight. Geo has gone offline. Why are you in the group chat, brother? Sheesh, a stick in the mud as usual. How about you, Clock? Me? Uwu? You joining? It'll be fun. You were honestly surprised they somehow remembered you. Checking your calendar through your phone, you didn't seem to have any plans in the near future. Or plans at all. You'd like just to spend your time in your apartment alone. Am I in college or high school? What am I doing? I mean, sure. That's great to hear. Crow seems happy about it. You giggled. This also reminds you of something. Or rather, someone. Opening another chat, you tapped in Soul's newly added contact and sent him a message by sending the image of the same poster Daryl sent. Riz. Big Riz right here, broskies. A Halloween party hosted by the school? The fucking... Yeah! I'm not quite into parties. Oh. Oh. Oh, well, that's alright.
Wow.
Just asking, that's all. Wait. If you're coming, then I'm coming as well. Wow, we're meant for each other. We're coming. Really? Really? Do you plan on dressing up? I don't know. Do you? I mean, it's a costume party, so why not? I'll try to think of something then. Please don't show up as Edgar Allan Poe. You swear you can feel the smile behind those words. With a quick word of goodbye, you set your phone down when you heard the doorbell. That must be the food delivery. Pog. What'd we get? Afterwards, you ate your dinner. You know what I mean? Tell me what we got, bro? Prepared yourself for bed. I'm thinking Mickey D's. I'm thinking 2 McDoubles, a fry, and a milkshake. Okay? Perfect meal right there. And some nuggies for Corvid. Thought of today and the events that happened. And meeting Soul, of course. He's a really nice guy. It's a wonder how I never met him despite sharing a single class with him. Oh well. You entered your bedroom, laying out a big yawn as you stretch your body. You turned to your laundry, slowly piling up, and scratched your head. I guess chat can have some nuggies too. Maybe not. Only if they're good. We'll probably do laundry tomorrow. But for now, you plopped yourself on the soft cushions of your bed, getting into a comfortable position and slowly dozing off as you close your eyes, embracing sleep as the night goes. Please don't wake up with his Soul standing above the bed going, I need walkies. I need outside. Please don't do that to me. Oh no, he's sniffing me, man. Oh, come on. This guy's barking up the wrong tree. Concerning. More. You couldn't see anything, chat. That was a jump scare, by the way. Hey, I didn't think this game had any of that.
I mean, you don't see anything.
We didn't see anything. We didn't see anything. I'll just speak right now. It's concerning.
Why would they have that?
Please. Clock. Ugh. Oopsies. Ooh, that's He didn't see it. He's just eating a hot dog, chat. He's just glizzy goblin over here. He's just eating a glizzy.
God.
It's gone. Oh god. Fuck.
Why would they have that?
I made another mess. I spilt my hot dog. And yet these still smell like you now.
Oh god.
Why do these hot dogs smell like you? Seems like my luck is finally turning around for the better. Can't wait to see you tomorrow, Clock. My one and only soulmate. End of day 1. Oh my god, what did I just see, dude? Whew. Whew. End of day 1. Thank you for playing the demo /day 1. If you'd like to support me on my journey, give me a follow in my Twitter X account, Fantasia Kit. Hope to see you soon. Bye.
That's the demo.
That's concerning for a demo. We might not be playing the full version of this in the future, chat. Smiley face. The kid at the back. We'll check out some other options and see what we could have done. That's the demo for the kid at the back, though. Let's skip. My dear lord, my name is Clock, and it's works. And we use he/him. Okay, save here. Turn. Okay, we're gonna skip. Is this demo free? Yeah, it's for free. I can link it at the end. That's scary. Yeah, that's right. Okay, skip. Okay, so this time let's try going with them. Let's try going with them, guys. Let's try going with them. Brittany hummed a sound of content before turning her heel and heading towards the classroom's exit, in tow with there's 4 other people, one being Crow. Crow looks back at you by the door, waiting for you. Caught up with them and met eyes with Crow again. There's something in his gaze that sends a shiver down your spine. Quickly averted your eyes once you got out with Crow, following behind you in the group heading towards the school's cafeteria. A little bit different this time. Cafeteria was loud, students lining up to grab today's school lunch, while the rest went to a table with their packed lunches. So, Clock, do you want to come with us to get the school's food for the day, or do you want to go grab a table with the others? Brittany said, her gaze fixated on you. Yeah, all this, like, femboy stuff, and we got 2 beautiful girls right here, man. What's going on? Brittany, along with Crow and a girl with an orange uniform, seemed to be grabbing school lunch. Is this an actual option? Dude, hot guys too? Meanwhile, the 2 guys with them have their own packed lunch, about to head off to find a seat for the group. You decided that you... let's buy lunch. Let's buy lunch with Brittany. I'll buy. Alright then. Daryl, Gio, go find us some seats while we line up. Jock, you assumed was named Daryl, waved Brittany away and turned around with the other male named Gio to find a seat. Why does Gio kind of remind me of Zhongli from Genshin Impact? He kind of does, right? His arm wrapped around his shoulder while Gio was clearly a bit annoyed at the gesture. It's the hair, right? It's the hair. He has the ponytail too. Come on, Jess. Let's get in line. Hot women and guys? I love the mix of emotes there. It's perfect. Yes, of course. You go first, Britt. The girl Brittany called out, you guessed, was Jess, followed her behind. Let's get in line before more people start piling up. We don't want to get the bad stuff of lunch. You shuddered at the thought, remembering the leftovers from the school cafeteria. You nodded and went with Crow in getting in line with the rest of the students. In the line, Crow turned his attention back to you. I'm glad you were able to hang out with us, Clock, even if it's most of the time. We'll save here, I guess, but we'll just say yes. No problem. No problem, Crow. Maybe I just need a change of scenery, that's all. I gotta go. Bye-bye, Bunny Bun. Crow just chuckled before picking his food behind the counter, paying for it afterwards as you did the same. You weren't really that hungry and just bought a sandwich and a juice that you regularly buy whenever you find the time to spend your lunch break here. Brittany was already waiting for the rest of you, tray in hand. Once everyone got their food, Brittany turned her heel and walked towards where Daryl and Gio was seated. Move your ass aside, Daryl. Oh, sorry. Move your ass aside, Daryl. I'm sitting... A loud gasp escaped through Brittany's lips. Her mouth opened in shock with the food that was on her tray, now splattered across her white uniform. Take it off. Take it off. Brittany! Oop. Sorry about that. You should have watched where you were going there. Brittany's eyes met with the person responsible. A group of girls, definitely bullies, and judging from Brittany's face, filled with rage, they seemed to know each other. Catfight? Catfight? Throw your food too. Britt, are you alright? We should get yourself You fucking bitch. This is my only clean uniform. How fucking dare you? Oh, look at Miss Claire all flared up. Careful there, sweetie. You'll get wrinkles. It's not like you're all ugly already. What? How pretty is this chick for making fun of Brittany, man? Yo, Brittany's got it all popping out. And by ugly, this is getting ugly quite fast. Brittany's pretty, okay? I don't care what anyone says. That's my definition of pretty. Strong, big boobs, nice hair. Everyone's gazes were on the group of girls, some taking out their phones and either taking pictures or started recording. Also, Brittany just seems really nice, okay? Like, she invited a loser like us out to lunch. That's a dub. That's inner beauty, folks. Crow tried to come in between them to stop the fight, but he wasn't fast enough. Splat. Excuse me? What, did he just die? Next thing we knew, another loud gasp was heard. A wide smile was on Brittany's face. Food on the mean girl's white uniform as well. Jess's face filled with shock as the food from her tray is gone. This is much more exciting, by the way. Take that, shit stain. How dare you? Food fight! Next thing everyone knows, the cafeteria is filled with rowdy teenagers and food flying across the air. Now we're teenagers again. Bro, are we in college? Why do I have my own apartment? Am I 18? I hope to God we're all 18. Are those trays? After what I saw, we better be fucking 18, okay? A sudden wave of pain was felt on your head, your whole face. Wait, did someone just smash my face with a cafeteria tray? With a lunch tray? And last thing you saw was Crow calling out your name before passing out. Clock! Ugh. Where am I? Oh, you're awake. Thank goodness. Yeah, pretty much. That sums up this game. Crow? You tried to sit up, but the sudden pain that went through your head stopped you. Crow gently pushed you back down on what seems to be a bed before taking a seat beside it. The nurse already bandaged your head. Don't push yourself. Ugh, what happened? Well, after Daryl started that mess of a food fight, the principal was called in to stop it. Daryl got lucky enough to escape when he did. Gio was nowhere to be seen. As for Brittany, what about her? Well, Jess helped her out to grab a new uniform from the principal's office. Then why does my head hurt so much? Someone somehow threw a tray, and you were unfortunate enough to get hit by it. Thankfully, I got you out of there before it got ugly. What were they doing after throwing lunch trays at heads? Crow? What were they doing, Crow? Pantsing people. Thanks, Crow. I owe you one. Don't mention it. Anyway, it's 1:15 in the afternoon. Should probably head out to my next class. You should probably stay here until the nurse gets back. You'll be alright alone in here, right? No. Crow, I need you. Yes, you can go ahead. You sure? Yeah, I'll be fine, Crow. You've done enough for me today. Give him a small smile, but he did not return it. Oh. That's kind of rude. Crow then squeezed your hand, quite hesitant of letting you go before letting go. You miss it as soon as he lets go. I didn't say that. I'm already sold on another character. He stood up from his seat, but not before giving you a smile, and left the infirmary. You groaned and lied back down on the bed, feeling the bandage on your head. At least the pain is slowly dying a bit. Hope it didn't leave a mark on my head. There's a big lightning bolt on my forehead now. Just then you heard the door open, the nurse's voice echoing through the room as the clicking of her heels get louder as she draws closer. Hot nurse? Oh my god, hot nurse? Sorry guys, I was so thirsty. How did Soul get inside my house? How did Soul get a hot dog in my house? And why did he spill the mayo all over his hot dog? These are the questions I need answered. School nurse entered, and following her was a tall student dressed in black. He seems to be holding on to his left hand, and there you can clearly see a streak of red flowing. This is interesting. He's been stroking his hot dog a little too much. Should be thankful you didn't cut a vein. How were they able to get past with that pocket knife in the first place? The nurse sighed. Seems like she got her hands full with another student. The latter, however, didn't say anything but lets out a small hiss when the nurse dabbed antibacterial on his wound. She sat up slowly, careful not to hit your head or anything else before sitting up, and looked at the student and the nurse. Your eyes met with reddish-orange ones as the nurse finishes up wrapping around his wound, a blotch of red slowly seeping out and staining the once white bandage. Alright then. His eyes still on you. Ah, you're finally awake, MrClockWorks. The nurse finally noticing your presence. She took out some painkillers from one of the cabinets and gave some to you. Take these to lessen the pain. You're both free to get back to your class so you can stay here and recover. Well, the guy, his hand is fucked up. Look at his fucked up hand. I'll go back. Thanks for patching me up, nurse. The boy said before heading out of the infirmary. The nurse just shook her head before returning her attention to you. You could take some extra pills, but not too much. Wouldn't want to lose my job. You can come back here if you ever feel anything wrong, MrClockWorks. Take care now. Thank the nurse before heading out to the infirmary and on to your next class. Nice. Nurse is handing out pain pills. Feels good, man. You just barely made it to your next class. Professor already on his desk and was slowly bringing out their tools for the lesson of the day. Why is my professor standing on his desk? You looked across the room. Paintbrushes by the shelves, the week's featured artwork, the blank canvases hidden in the shelf. Okay, found the familiar red ones. It's the guy from the clinic. How come I just noticed his presence just now? Has he always been part of the same art class as me? Judging from his face, the bandage around his left hand doesn't seem to be much of a problem to him. Shook your head and took your seat. Okay. So I think this is the same now. But we'll skip ahead a little bit. Panic as you looked around, trying to spot some loner or an unfortunate soul like you who wasn't able to attend last time. But from the look of it, seems like everyone is already partnered up. Just great. Forced out of your seat. Okay. There was one not moving in his seat. It's him. Okay, let's say the other option out. Your name contradicts with your whole glam. Not gonna lie. Soul looked away, scratching his cheek. Guess so. Not really the jolly type. Hugo's more of that. Well, I'm Clockworks. Nice to finally know your name, Soul. Soul nodded with a small smile before turning his attention. Okay, so that wasn't that different. I'm pretty great at art. Oh, didn't surprise me. Sorry, I can't draw you back because of this damned injury. No, don't worry about it. You're excused. I don't want you to stress your hand over this. Where did his bruise go? Well, I think it's implied that instead of... because I didn't... Oh! This makes sense. This makes sense. See, he was swearing at someone else on the phone earlier. See? See? He's swearing at... So in the other run, he's swearing at someone. But in this run, because we went to the cafeteria, he... See? Differences. Small differences. Took out your sketch pen and your pencil and worked with his portrait with determination, his eyes never leaving your face. So because he didn't get in that phone call with his friend, Hugo didn't punch him in the face. See? See? Big brain clock. You would often look up to see his features, taking note of every curve, a blush occasionally invading his cheeks as he tries his best not to look away while you worked. When you were sketching up, you can't help but avert your eyes on his bandaged hand from time to time. Seems like you're quite curious to know what happened to this, huh? And you weren't slick with it either. He froze when he caught you red-handed, just like the red seeping out of his hand. You stopped drawing. Sorry, that was rude of me. It's fine. This is just the usual for me. I've gotten worse injuries than this. You raised a brow at that. Not the worst? If you don't mind me asking, what happened? He paused and averted his eyes, but opens up to speak. Nothing much. Was minding my own business. Got assaulted. Had to defend myself. Talked as if it's another normal Monday for him. Your eyes furrowed. He noticed and just chuckled. No need to worry about me. All that matters is that I'm still here. Don't come to school on Thursday. That's all you need to know. I'm finding whoever did this to me, and I'm gonna make them pay. He didn't say anything, however, continuing on with the drawing. Your movement slow and now refusing to look at his injured hand. He's an edgelord, true. This school's way more fucked up than I thought it would be. This game is literally called The Kid in the Back. The bell rang. Sadly, you weren't done with this portrait yet. Can I see it? Wait! I mean, I'm not finished yet. I'll show it to you once I'm done with it. Smiley face. Plus, you still need to draw me once your injury gets better. Close your sketch pad and fix your things. Soul shrugged and agreed as he fixes his own things. Rest of the class went out of the classroom along with you and Soul as he continued on in the hallway. Oh, okay, and this is the same? That was a little risky of a skip. Little risky of a skip, but it looks like it's fine. YouTube, you didn't see anything. Okay, let's go back, maybe to this one, and the last option was go to the library. Yeah, what could go wrong? No, thank you. I think I'll head to the library for today. Don't mind the hot dog chat. This is about as big as the one from Detroit Become Human, actually. Brittany just gave a low huff. Hey, artistic nudity is allowed on Twitch now. Video game nudity is allowed. Okay, alright. Brittany just gave a low huff. Not saying anything. She turned around with 4 of her friends following her lead, one of them being Crow. He, however, gave you one last look before heading out with the rest of the group. A sigh of relief escaped your lips as you gathered your thoughts of things. Next stop, the library. Wow, I'm fucking cool, aren't I? The hallway was rowdy and fixed with a mix of sweaty and tired young adults. Once again, young adults or teenagers. Some on their way to their next class, while the rest went to the cafeteria's direction. Of course, there were some who was going to the same direction as you were. The library door is beyond your reach, a smile etched on your face, already missing the smell of books. Snort. You opened the doors and you were hit by the smell of coffee and... Why coffee? What? You went to your usual spot in the library, the one by the large window near the cafe section. You got a cafe in your fucking library? What kind of preppy fucking school is this? This is college. I remember him saying he had a scholarship, actually. Ah, okay, okay. Private high school? Nah, that's... They got a fucking Starbucks in the library. What the fuck is this? I'm just gonna say this now. My school was not this cool. Nice. Stay hydrated, everybody. You open the doors and you hit... Okay, usual spot in library. The fancy thing about your university... Yeah, see? Okay. Is that their library is a library cafe. Students can get coffee as early in the morning up until the afternoon. It is a huge hit amongst the students. You can't seem to blame them. Coffee fuels every college student's souls, especially getting work done. As you made your way towards your usual spot, however, you halted when a person suddenly took a seat on the spot. You groaned. Ugh. If it's not the main thing in the game, the S word is allowed, apparently. Yes! Yeah, that's pretty much it. As long as you're not playing a straight-up hentai game, it's all good. Like, if you were playing The Witcher, it's fine to have a certain scene. Same with Cyberpunk, things like that. Just great. What should I do about this? Wait, sit next to him. We sit next to him. Okay. Return? Just take the seat beside him. At the cost of the comfort of your favorite spot, you don't want to deal with him, nor want to engage in a conversation. You walked towards where he is at, him not minding your presence, and took the seat right next to him. He paid you no mind as you placed your things down and took out your laptop, preparing to write down a head start of your reports. Nice. More Edgar Allan Poe. It was quiet, and your attention was just solely focused on the work before you, with the guy beside you continue on with his book. The sound of him flipping through was oddly comforting. Nice. Time passed by, and the next thing you know, there was only a few students left in the library. The guy beside you closed his book, chucked it in his bag, and left the library. Turned to look up the library's large clock. Did you have to say large? Guys, come on. Fine, I'm huge up there. They pinned me up. I'm just up there. I'm on the wall. Look at me, in glory. A few minutes before your next class. You stopped writing down, turned off your laptop, and placed all of your things in your bag before heading out of the library as you quickly rushed out to make it to your next class. Just barely... Okay. I guess it's the same here. Quickly went to your seats. Someone staring at you, drilling holes through the back of your head. Turned around but saw no one. Everyone was just simply minding their own business. Shrugged it off and returned your gaze to your professor. He's there. Yeah, okay, it's him. Okay, so let's go back to that one. No. Load. Let's load up. So, let's ask them to move away from your seat. That's your seat. No one else is going to take it away from you. And your comfort. Puffed out your chest and went towards the person where your rightful spot should be. Hey. He's reading a book. Way too focused on it. He didn't notice your presence for a short while. You faked a cough. This seemed to catch his attention. Huh. You're in my seat. Can I have it back? Looks up from the book he's reading and you're met with piercing reddish eyes. Eye bags right under it as if he had never gotten a wink of sleep for a week. Twiddled your thumbs, your heart thumping from your chest as you returned his gaze, ending in some sort of stare down. Is for me? He raised a brow before looking around, onto the table, on the seat, heck, even under his book before turning back to you. Please, please, please. I don't see your name anywhere. Nice. A vein tightened in the nether regions. Oh, so he's trying to be a smartass, huh? Nice smile. He's got a good smile, doesn't he? Your cheeks puffed and he just gave a small chuckle before closing his book and placing it down on the table. I'll give you your seat back, but what can you offer in exchange? I hear I'm pretty good at hydrating. I hear my hot dogs are pretty good. There's a certain somebody who likes to stroke my hot dog. Wait, that's you in the future. Something intimate. Yeah. Oh, wait, I said the wrong thing. I have no time for your games. Just leave me and let me have my seat that you stole. However, he just stared at you. A second passed before returning his attention back to his book. If you really want to sit here, then make me. Either way, I'm already comfortable here, so I'm not leaving. This guy's getting on your nerves. Okay, if he doesn't want to leave, then so be it. What, I just punch him in the face? Thwack. Without thinking, you moved to him before plopping yourself down on his lap. Yo, I'm burked up right now. What the fuck? I hope he is too. It's clearly caught him by surprise, for he lets out a sharp gasp, his eyes wide, gripping the book he nearly threw away. Wait, we got a CG! Hey, Daddy. Looked behind him with a cocky smirk before setting down your things on the table and went to do your literature reports. Right? Come on, that's pretty cute. So that was, you know, we're sitting on his lap. He hasn't said anything for a full minute. His body's stiff. The writer knows exactly what they meant by saying stiff. Full body. ... Did he stop breathing too? Relax, will ya? You're making it uncomfortable for me. It's hard to concentrate. The breath that he was holding was finally let out. He grumbled under his breath and placed his arms beside yours as he watches you go on with your work. Edgar Allan Poe. Yeah, what about it? What a coincidence. Oh, wait, sorry. What a coincidence. My report is about him too. But not on A Dream Within a Dream. A Dream Within a Dream. What made you choose this poem out of everything else he's written? That was a genuine question from him, eyeing you with curiosity. I just think it's interesting. The way he writes is unlike any other writer out there. You mean wrote. He's dead. Plus, I think this poem talks about being uncertain about something, like about life, or about someone's feelings. Trailed off, the ache in your heart suddenly burns within your body. Alright, chill out. He seems to notice your change in demeanor before opening his mouth. I think that's a good topic to make a report on. Your eyes met his, a smile on his face. A chuckle left your lips at his response. Thanks, I'll do my best on it. Ooh. He realized he was staring for quite a while looking away. Before looking away, a small red tint invading his cheeks, avoiding your gaze. You smiled and went on with your report on his lap, him finally relaxing underneath you. How about you? What's the poem you picked from the great Mr. Poe himself? The guy looked up as if thinking before turning to look at you. Have you read Annabelle Lee? Ah, where the beginning quote came from. Okay, so he's the narrator. If my memory serves me right, is it about that poem about Annabelle Lee? It's about Annabelle Lee, isn't it? But their love for this woman named Annabelle Lee, right? A love so great? That poem, not gonna lie, has a lot of deep meaning and symbolism to it. Anyone can have multiple interpretations of it. But the main concept, at least in my opinion, is that the speaker loves Annabelle to the point of death, even after death. Yep. Yeah, pretty much. And I honestly think it's beautiful. Love. Death. Oh. Oh. Concerning. His body laxed, mind somewhere else, but the small smile and the light in his eyes are apparent before his smile turned into a frown. But people refuse to let them be together, as if fate refuses them to die together. What was that? Sorry, excuse me? Are you trying to Romeo and Juliet someone? What? Oh no, don't mind me. But yeah, that's my report about. Sorry, I kind of started rambling on. No, I don't mind. Thanks for sharing, I guess. I honestly think it's quite interesting. Also, I didn't think you'd be the type of person to be into romance. What is that supposed to mean? Nothing. Nothing. It's just the dog collar. And the key necklace. Does that unlock your chastity belt? Some time passed and there was only a few more minutes left before the bell rings. Packed up your things and stood up from your seat, almost forgetting you made someone some sort of cushion. Hey, sorry for sitting on you like that. That was kind of rude of me. No, it's all right. What was that? Yeah, he's bricked up right now. I'd just break that dude up. He's hard as a rock. Morning wood. Nothing. Your next class is art, correct? He knows! He knows! He's a stalker! You're sick! You're sick. How did you know? It's my next subject. Who knows? Maybe we're classmates, or just have different teachers. He lets out a sigh, seemingly disappointed at the realization. He packed up his things, and before heading towards the exit, he's upset because I don't recognize him. Pitching a tent up here. You followed him on the way out. Just then you heard someone calling out your name. You faced to your left and saw no one other than Crow, Brittany, and the rest of her group of friends. I see that you did spend your time in the library. Yep, I wasn't lying. Wait, she still hasn't cleaned up. I did. How was lunch? Brittany's eyes narrowed. You didn't understand why, but the moment your eyes went to her ruined uniform, you kind of guessed what happened. That has got to be one of the best food fights I have ever been in. The jock behind her exclaimed. Seems to be unstained, save for a few spaghetti sauce on the jersey, but that didn't seem to bother him. Dearly, you better shut your fucking mouth before I would do the honors for you. Oh, okay. Now, Brittany. Now, Brittany. Let's just go to the changing room and ask for the principal some extra uniforms, alright? The girl with glasses cuts off Brittany, calming her down in the process. I don't know who's speaking. My bad. You're right. Let's just go, Jess. Can't believe I have to be late on my next class because of this bullshit. Damn. Daryl said nothing but hid behind the tall, stoic male as both Jess and Brittany left. Sometimes I forget how scary she is. Don't you agree, Gio? Get off me. Sometimes you wondered how a group are even friends, but then again, people don't usually approach your friend group. You often wonder. But then again, it's none of your business to pry. Are those my friends or not? Ignore them. So, back to you, Clock. Oh, right. I actually had to fight someone for my favorite spot in the library. Talk about a pain in the ass. Hey, yo. Stick in my ass. They say I have a stick in my ass. That's the joke. Oh, right. I actually had to fight some. Okay. Crow just chuckled, his eyes telling you to go on. Shouldn't have gone too far. He just left. You turn around expecting the green-haired streak male to be there, but to your surprise, he was already gone. He's fast? Hi. How curious. Do you happen to know who they are? Nope. No. I never got to ask what's his name. Well, you better get off to your next class. We only have a few minutes left before the bell rings. See you soon, Clock. You waved him goodbye, Crow going forward with Daryl and Geo behind. You scratched your head before heading towards the other direction and onto your next class as the bell rings, echoing through the hallway. Okay, and now we're back. We're back into the next one, so skip. Trying to look for a familiar boy. There. Situated at the very back of the classroom. Judging from his look, he's been staring at you for a while. Give him a small smile and a wave. Smiley face. Smiled back with a small wave of his own. Went to your seat by the window, turning around to face him one more time. His eyes still fixated on you, a hand on his cheek while admiring you. Heat raised up to your cheeks from the somewhat dreamy look on his face. Hey, we're flirting already. We're flirting already. Crow is not a hot man. Whoa, chill out, wow man. Come on. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was kind of handsome. Not my type, but I mean, like I said, I can appreciate a hot guy, okay? Big suck. Turned your head back to the front, focusing on whatever your professor is talking about. Sits at the back, no wonder I didn't quite notice him. Okay. Boom. Okay, skip. Not that good at art. Everyone starts somewhere. Would you like me to draw you first, then? It's not a problem. Not at all. Okay, I think this is the same, so I think the only other... No, fucking A, dude. No! Yeah, I overwrote the save. Okay, let's go back. Okay, so we took the seat beside them, asked them to move away. What about find somewhere else to sit? You don't want to deal with strangers or anyone at all at this very moment, even if you want to be at your spot at this very moment. Looking around, you decided to find a different seat. Oh. Sadly, the available ones you were able to see is the one next to the loud, gossiping students. You swear out of all the places to be, they have to be in the library. Decided to grab a book to avert your attention to something else. You don't feel like you're doing your research paper. Went to the fiction section. Tall bookshelves come in your view. Fingers brushed along the spines of the books. Some old, some new. Thud. Huh? A thud caused the shelf to wobble a bit, nearly knocking a few books down. Clicked your tongue and tried to take a peek through the bookshelves to see what's causing it. Red-haired bully. Well, look what we have here. Raven-haired bully. It's Creep McGee. What's wrong? Cat got your tongue? This is my best impersonation of a bully, by the way. Great. Another bullying situation. You sigh. Sometimes people never grew out of their high school phase. The poor teen didn't say anything as they were pinned onto the bookshelf, explaining the few shanks. Oh no. They're pinning him to the wall to make out with him.
Hell yeah.
Just then, the teen muttered something under his breath. What did you say? Speak up, freak. Oh no, they're making out with him. No, Soul, he's mine. I said, fuck off. Tisk, why you little... Why I gotta... Thud. You winced, the redhead landing a blow on the boy before your eyes caught something glistening from the raven-haired bully's pocket. This is how he gets cut if you don't... See, big brain. A pocket knife. How the fuck did he get in with that? Let's see if you'll continue being a smartass once I cut your mouth. Britain? Am I in the UK? Excuse me? Wait, save. I'm in the UK. It's not looking good, boys. Does soul just multiply? These I'm reloading. If you didn't notice, I'm reloading. So like, this is like what would happen if I left them alone and went to the library. So we'll stop them. We'll stop them because chat really wants me to stop them. I gotta show off on my future boyfriend anyways. Show him the guns. I've got to stop them. You rushed out as quickly as you can across to where the bullies are. Stop! From the sound of your voice, the bullies halt in their movement and turn to face where you are. Yeah, that's the Giga Chad right here. Giga Chad voice, immediate. They stop for me. He looked at the teen clearly knocked down on the floor. Wait, this is actually kind of cool, right? Doesn't he look cool? He looked at the teen clearly knocked on the floor, a few books on his side. Your eyes met with piercing reddish ones. Wait, I'm gonna save right here. Boop, boop, boop. His eyes narrowed as he turns at your sudden appearance. If you heard him, I'll scream and alert every... That's not what I wanted to do. I was gonna beat the shit out of those kids, okay? Chat, I didn't say that. If you heard him, I will beat you until death and alert everyone in the library by doing so. By your threat, the bullies clicked their tongues before roughly kicking the teen on the floor and leaving, the raven-haired one shoving your shoulder on their way. You rubbed the area where the bully shoved you before returning your attention back to the teen on the floor. Why did I... We're the Giga Chat, okay? That didn't happen. They just ran away after they heard my voice. He looks pretty beaten up, a purple bruise forming on his left cheek. You went towards him and kneeled down, offering your hand. He said nothing, however, looked at your outreached hand, hesitating for a while before gripping your wrist and helping him stand up. Now that he's standing at his full height, he's actually pretty tall, probably around 6 foot. 6 feet. Ah, he's about my height. I'm probably taller. His red eyes then going back and forth around the area, back to you, and on a random corner. Ah, we should probably get you to the nurse's office. I'm fine. No need. And with that, he left as quickly as he can. You trailed after him, seeing him packed up his things from what seems to be your usual spot before exiting the library. Well, at least my usual spot is open now, but I wonder if they're actually feeling alright. Okay, and then we're back to the classroom. So let's load that history. So let's go back to that last save. Yes, and let's quickly leave the scene and be a dick. You didn't want to be involved in this any longer. Who knows? You might be their next victim if you stay for too long. Ah. Fuck the book. You can come back and read some other time. You turned and quickly left. The smell of iron invaded your nose. The Fire Nation attacked. You shook your head and sped walk to your table. Wait, did I just get a nosebleed? Fuck! You little shit. You'll pay for that. What is all that noise? Just in time. From the corner of your eye, you spotted the librarian going to where the bullies were, and a gasp was heard from her lips. 2 of you, to the principal's office. And as for you, Mr. Brugmansia, you stay put as I call for the nurse. You can't help but tuned in, more like the librarian's voice was a bit too loud that it reaches your ears, as you pack up your stuff, preparing to leave the library. Turn your head, and it was at that moment that you wished you didn't. There stood a tall boy in black, his eyes red and dull, with dark eye bags under it. His face is swollen, a purple bruise on his left cheek. Oh, and the cut. But what made your heart stop along with your breathing is the blood on his left hand, a large gash on it. You were too busy staring at... Oh, he doesn't like us now. Busy staring at his wound that you didn't see him look your way. His gaze started to burn. He looked away, shoving the remaining notes in your bag. You looked away, okay. Zipping it closed and sprinted down. Fuck the library. I'll just wait back in the classroom for my next class. That's so awkward. Wait a second. Look around the classroom before your eyes land on something rather someone familiar. Piercing red ones burning through you. You averted your eyes from his gaze, sweat accumulating from your temple. Shit, it's the guy from the library. I didn't know he's in the same art class as me. Without as much as sparing him a glance, you quickly took your seat by the window and tried to focus on your professor. Okay. Okay, so it's basically the same after that. So I think that's pretty much all the options. I guess we can load up back to this one. Yes. Ask them to move away from your seat. And let's see, I can't get Edgar Allan Poe out of my head. Concerning. Cough. Skip. Okay, so let's save. Save? Sure. So I said just give me my seat, so let's say something intimate this time. What? You want a hug or something? He raised a brow at you, a slight tilt to his head, wondering what you were trying to imply. Now that I have a good look at him, he actually looks kind of cute. No, wait, what am I saying? Shaking your head, ignoring your cheeks heating up, you patted your temples, trying to get rid of the thoughts. Minding you no more, the guy returned his attention to the book in his hands. A groan escaped your mouth with a pout. You set your things down and sat on the chair next to him. It was quiet. Oh. Wait, really? Oh, okay, so this one you just sit next to him. Okay, yeah, so that one you just okay, so let's go back. Yes. So let's say coffee. How about coffee? You sure look like you need one at the moment. He chuckled. All right. Coffee it is then. Coffee it is then. He then went back to reading his book and waving you off and waiting for his drink. You sighed as you went near the library's cafe counter. Nice. Coffee. Next in line, please. However, as you faced the cashier before you, you cursed under your breath. Fuck social interaction. I forgot to ask what kind of coffee he likes. Fuck it. Whatever, I guess. Facing the cashier again, you decided on... Oh my gosh. Okay, well, save. Time to save. Motherfucker likes a mocha. Motherfucker. I'll grab a mocha. Of course. One mocha coming right up. Black? Nah. Nah. He wants a mocha. I already know. Once your order was called up, you grabbed the drink of your choice, thanking the barista, and went back to the seat where the guy was, careful to not accidentally spill the contents of the drink and avoid passing students. Seems like a black coffee type guy. You just think that. Everyone just thinks that to every, like, emo guy. It's just always black coffee. Black like my soul. Guys, it's okay to not drink black coffee. It's not manly. It's actually gross. You can just admit it. It's bitter as fuck, and it's majority of the time not good, unless it's very expensive. There you see him still reading the book before looking up once he smelled the sweet aroma of coffee beans coming his way. Once you were beside him, I thought that said once you were inside him, carefully placed down the cup beside him. He took it and held it to his face. Took a small sip from the cup before humming in approval, taking a few more sips from it. He seems to like it. Well, there's your coffee. So are you moving aside or no? You looked up, thinking hard on your words. Alright, but I'm kind of liking the spot too, so you just have to deal with me sitting beside you. You nod, and he moved to the seat right next to your now reserved spot. Nice. The best ending. He took your seat, a smile on your face from your mini victory. He just rolled his eyes playfully before continuing on his book. You know what's actually manly? The fucking double espresso shot. Just 4 double espresso shots, please, sir. Put him in a cup. Hell yeah. That's manly. Set your stuff down and started with a report for your literature class. Okay. I think that should do it. Satisfied, you started packing up your things. While doing so, your seatmate started packing up his things as well, noticing his cup of coffee now empty. Walked away, not minding your presence as he exits. Hesitated for a short moment before calling out to him before he could reach the library doors. Hey! Stopped in his tracks and turned around to look at you, a brow raised. What's your next class? Clearly not expecting you to ask, much less talk to him again, he paused before replying, Art class. Wait, for real? With Mr. Spring? He nodded. How come you've never seen this guy throughout the semester? Sensing your confusion, he just scratched the back of his head. I don't really care if you've never seen me before. I barely go in class, or make myself known either way. He sighed, irritation at the back of his throat at the idea. He probably got a warning to attend the class or he drops. He shook your head. But still, would you like to go to the next class with me then? Huh? Where did he go? I guess he went ahead. Wait, did he just run past me out of the library? He ran away from me. Shrugged, heading out of the library on to your next class, expecting the green streaked-haired male to be there. Okay, let's load up again. Let's go back to that. Yeah. Let's do latte this time. Grab a latte, please. Okay, 1 latte. Let's see if he likes it. Okay. Took it and held it to his face. Took a deep inhale before sipping from the cup. Smiley face. A smile forming on his face. His eyes having a slight sparkle in them before closing his eyes and taking another sip. That seems to be his favorite. Nice guess, Clock. No, I didn't guess that. Lattes are great, by the way. Oh, he's gonna hate the fucking black coffee, okay? He's gonna hate it. Well, there's your coffee. So are you moving aside or no? Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna load because I don't think it matters. I don't think the choice is gonna change much there. Black. Yes, black, please. Going for something strong today. I won't judge. I like black too, especially to keep me awake. More like it's just a random guess. You could just get a black coffee and ask for a couple of coffee and like creamers and sugars, you know? No? Okay. Spits out coffee. There you can see him. Lattes are kind of good. Lattes are good when they're made well, okay? If you get a shit latte, it's just ruined. What?
My iced latte was good.
Yeah, iced lattes aren't bad, actually, surprisingly. I guess it's a lot easier, to be fair, because they have extra sugar, I'm pretty sure. There you can see him still reading the book before looking up once he smelled the sweet aroma of coffee beans coming his way. Once you were beside him, he carefully placed down the cup beside him, took it and held it to his face. Took small sips from it, not saying anything, his eyes still glued to his book. So, no comment, huh? Okay, yeah, he still moves, so he'll drink it. He'll drink it, but he doesn't like it. Alright, that's it. Unfortunately, guys, that's it. Guy from the library. Seems he's preoccupied with the same red book he's been reading back in the library, but on his hand now is a pencil he seems to be scribbling on. Oh, in this end, he also has no scar or bruise. Okay. Went to the... Well, I guess I sat next to him, actually. At least he wasn't lying about him being in the same class as me. Okay. Okay, I think we'll go back to the main menu. Excuse me. Excuse me, guys. Excuse me. Okay, so that was the Kid at the Back demo, by the way. I'm a little concerned for that one part of the ending. Thank you. Thank you for bless you. Appreciate that. Well, he's a stalker, right? He's definitely like some weird stalker. I don't know if he's gonna, you know, destroy the school or not, but if he does, we'll definitely not be there, because he's definitely gonna be all over this. He's gonna be too busy stroking his hot dog, okay? Going to sleep. Good night, everyone. Good night, dude. And good night to you, Twitch chat. Good night to you, YouTube. That's the Kid at the Back. That's the YouTube video. This has been Clock. If you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. We do a lot of visual novels, horror games, RPG Maker games, and a couple of AAA games once in a while too. We recently hit 5K subs. That is freaking amazing. We're going for 10K next. Thanks, guys. Thanks if you're already subscribed. Thanks so much. Really, I can't do this without you guys. It's awesome. You're awesome. I really appreciate you, okay? Leave a comment. Say hi. I literally read every single comment, and I like and heart every single one. I care. Okay, so have a good one. Peace. Tell Clock to give me back my kneecaps. Curb! You're never getting them back. Okay, that is the end of today's stream. It's kind of a short game, but I wanted to play it because it looked really good. Did not know it was NSFW at all. I just didn't know it was at NSFW. You want the link, bro? What do you need the link for, brother? What do you need the link for? Does it say NSFW? It says sexual themes, but sexual themes is a little different than...
Seen a guy's hot dog.
Yeah, is it sexual themes or just straight up sexual... A little concerning.